Hello, in this video I'm going to be talking about the popular TV show The Chosen and how a gay pride flag showed up in one of the show's promotional videos. This article is from the website protestia.com. It says, a couple days ago, images of a gay pride flag on the set of the hit TV show The Chosen began to emerge on social media. The photos were from a Season 4 promo video where the flag can be seen hanging from camera equipment. Watch.
I thought Judas and Z doing laundry together would be one of the most fascinating scenes in Season 4.
So you can go to the Protestia website to read more, but this should come as no surprise. I've talked about this show before, how they take extreme creative license and how Christians really need to get their beliefs from the Bible and not from things like this. The creator and producer of The Chosen has affirmed heresy in that he thinks that the Gospel of Mormonism is efficacious for salvation since he calls Mormons brothers and sisters in Christ. I'm going to play a video in a moment of him saying this much so you can see it for yourself. But this directly contradicts the teachings of the Apostle Paul in Galatians 1, where he said, if anyone comes to you preaching another gospel, even if it's an angel from heaven, let him be accursed. And of course, the founder of Mormonism, Joseph Smith, he claims to have received his gospel, quote unquote, from an angel. And the Book of Mormon, which is called Another Testament of Jesus Christ, clearly this is not the Christian gospel. So Dallas Jenkins and the actor who plays Jesus on The Chosen, Jonathan Roumie, they also have glowing things to say about Pope Francis. Pope Francis is attempting to normalize LGBT lifestyles. So really it should come as no surprise that a rainbow flag showed up in their promotional material. Also, Jonathan Roumie, again, the actor who plays Jesus in The Chosen, he recently starred in the hit film Jesus Revolution, produced by Greg Laurie. In the film, Jonathan Roumie played Lonnie Frisbee, who was a practicing homosexual who preached in charismatic churches by day and lived a double life by night. Because of that lifestyle, he died of AIDS. And yet he was honored in Robert Schuller's Crystal Cathedral after he died. Greg Laurie, who is responsible for the film, Jesus Revolution, claimed that Lonnie Frisbee was a true prophet of God. Jonathan Roumie, from The Chosen, who, in seeking whether or not he should take the role, he claims to have had contact with the deceased Frisbee at the Crystal Cathedral, where Frisbee gave him a sign from beyond that he should take the role. The Bible calls this divination and necromancy, and I have a video about that if you want to check it out. So all of that to say, there are major issues with The Chosen. The fact that a rainbow flag showed up on their set and made its way into their promotional material, in some ways is the least of their problems. So we'll end with this clip of Dallas Jenkins defending the heresy of Mormonism.
And what's funny about the LDS folks is you guys seem to be, even though you're the most controversial, you seem to be the least confrontational. It's just like, hey, we all love Jesus. Let's just, I just want to let you know we love the show. And when people start going, hey, you're a Mormon, you're going to hell, you just like, hey, whatever. It's like it kind of seems to roll off your back. Maybe it's because you're used to being on the outside sometimes. But yeah, it's been so fascinating because even my family members, when we first started this relationship with VidAngel, part of it was, well, be careful because of the common misconceptions about our different belief systems, but also just protecting the show. Like, will the audience be bothered by the fact that there are LDS people involved? Personally, I didn't really care because I've worked with people of all different traditions, I've worked with atheists. I've partnered with people who've distributed my movies who had zero desire to, or connection to Christ and couldn't have cared less about it. So even if I had significant disagreements with the LDS community, which I've learned I have fewer than I thought I did, but even with that, I was okay. I was comfortable with that because as long as they're treating the show properly, that's all that matters. So it's been, I can honestly say it's been one of the top 3 most fascinating and beautiful things about this project has been my growing brother and sisterhood with people of the LDS community that I never would have known otherwise, and learning so much about your faith tradition, and realizing, gosh, for all the stuff that maybe we don't see eye to eye on, that all happened. That's all based on stuff that happened after Jesus was here. The stories of Jesus we do agree on, and we love the same Jesus. That's not something that you often hear. Sometimes it's like, oh, they believe in a different Jesus than we do.
Statement.
Yeah, no, it's the same. I mean, I'll sink or swim on that statement, and it's controversial, and I don't mind getting criticized at all for the show, and I don't mind being called a blasphemer. I don't like it when my friends are, and I've made it very clear that if I go down, I'm going down swinging, protecting my friends and my brothers and sisters. And so I don't deny we have a lot of theological differences, but we love the same Jesus.